Welcome back to SHP Cold Call Reaction Videos. I am Ryan Paris, CEO and founder of Superhuman Prospecting and the creator of the H2H method, author of Trust Call. Today I am doing a reaction from one of our SHP SDRs. And all I know is that this is one of our newer team members. And so I'm excited about that because I get to hear how well our training is in action very soon after they're released into the wild. So just to back up and give you a little intro into the reaction videos. These are videos that I'm listening to a cold call from our team at SHP, and I have not heard it before. I don't know who it is, and I just listen and you see my reaction. So I will stop throughout to give you my thoughts, and we'll do an overall analysis at the end. And hopefully this is something that you can learn from, glean from, and continue to help us improve upon our cold calls as well. So here we go. I'm going to listen to this call. Hopefully it's an appointment. I don't know. It's supposed to be an appointment. We'll see what it is from a newer team member that we were sent from our operations team. You ready? I'm ready.
Hello, and thank you for calling. All of the operators are busy at this time. Please hold, and someone will be with you shortly.
Phone
Thank you.
trees.
Have a nice
Gotta
day.
love them.
Hi there, how's it going today?
Fine.
Awesome. I was just hoping that I could reach the person in charge of radiology.
One moment.
Okay. Well, nothing's happened yet other than we are being transferred to somebody. But I do like the fact that he said, I'm looking for the person who is in charge of radiology. That's typically how we start our gatekeeper conversations. We don't ask for a title unless we're 110% sure or very close to that. We don't ask for the exact person if it's the first time calling because we don't always know if they're there or if that's them or if it's the right person. A title can be deceiving. So we ask for the person in charge of an area, and we don't mind the gatekeeper ever knowing that it's a sales call, especially if they ask. So let's see where this takes us. Are we going to get the person in charge of radiology, or do we have to do some more work?
Radiology is Miranda.
Hi Miranda, how's it going today?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. I was hoping to reach the director of radiology.
Okay, yeah, just one second, I'll transfer you.
Okay, so we got to the radiology department. This SDR chose to say, hey, how you doing today? Which we call a preferential add-on using the H2H method. This is something that you got to separate from your intro because it's a crutch, but also a crutch for you, but also a way to break the ice. And I do appreciate that each one of us has our own ways of doing that. So that's how this caller decided to break the ice. At least with the gatekeeper, we're being transferred yet again. This is 2 transfers. Let's see where we go.
Board certified physicians, nurses, radiologists, and lab.
X-rays, Lindsay.
Hi there, how's it going today, Lindsay?
It's going good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well myself. My name is Chris. I'm with a company called we're partnering with groups like yours to take on operational responsibility for imaging tech and mobile medical coaches, offering you flexibility to make sure that you focus on other areas of your practice. I was just here to inquire a little bit about and also give off some information about what we do here. So in regards to what you guys do, I mean, do you have any ways of improving patient satisfaction by offering technology to meet the various needs of your patient population?
Whew. That was great. First time hearing this caller. Chris, welcome to SHP. I'm gonna go back on this one. So basically, as soon as you found that was the right person, I'm gonna go back here. We're partnering with groups like yours
Responsibility for imaging tech
to take on the operational responsibility for imaging tech on mobile medical coaches, offering you flexibility.
And mobile medical coaches, offering you flexibility to make sure that you focus on other areas of your practice. I was just here to inquire a little bit about, and also give off some information about what we do here. So in regards to what you guys do, I mean, do you have any ways of improving patient satisfaction by offering technology to meet the various needs of your patient population?
Solid. Well done. So he offers that the product description in the quick prop, and then segues himself into a hone-in to see if they have anything like this to get the conversation flowing. See, the idea, we call it API, which is assumption, purpose, and instruction in each of the components. So there's a quick prop, which is the introduction, and then there's a hone-in, which is a first question that we ask in the consultative format, which is what he's doing right here, and he did it very well. We'll see how she responds. At least that's how we would train you to execute that. And I like how he made that in a segue. I mean, those first two really do go together, and it gets them in a conversation, and it kind of extracts, some thoughts and some pains, just, inside them. If we're asking, hey, do you have anything like this to help improve patient satisfaction?
Yes.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay. So part of who we are is that we provide best in diagnostic imaging as a service. We have 30 plus years of experience.
Okay, so she said yes, they do have something like this.
Part of who we are is that we provide best in diagnostic imaging as a service. We have 30 plus years of experience, and we're actually the leading provider of mobile imaging solutions. We include MRI, PET, CT, women's health scanning, OEMs, that type of stuff. And we're improving patient satisfaction by offering tech that meets the people that you serve. So I was just calling to see if I could grab your email.
Okay, so sorry, I tried to go back. It didn't go as far back as I wanted. But when he asked the question, do you have any, are you doing anything like this? Have you done anything like this? She did say yes. And so, it was kind of a short answer, and he went right into the pitch, which is fine that we do that, right into the calling prop. But I would prefer, maybe, okay, that's awesome that you're doing that. Clearly you see how this is valuable, and maybe pause and see if they have anything else to say before going into that. Because otherwise it can sound a little bit and feel a little bit as if it didn't matter what, the prospect was going to say. We're just going to say the same thing, which we are going to that calling prop. A lot of times we can adjust based upon how they respond there. But either way, a really great delivery on the calling prop, and segueing now into getting an email. So let's see what happens.
Just wanted to send you some information so you have something that you could read in print, if that's okay.
Yes, that's fine. It's
how do you spell your last name? And then
gathering info.
at.
Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that. What I'm going to do is I just want to verify it really quickly just to make sure that you will actually be on the receiving end of that information here.
Okay.
And it looks like you are. That's perfect. All right, awesome. So usually what we do is we have our development manager. His name is Brandon. He likes to orient himself a little bit and introduce our services just to see if it's an option for you guys. Would that be okay if I pass it along to him through an MS Teams call?
Right now, because I'm fixing to jump into a Teams meeting.
No, I'm fixing to jump into a Teams meeting. Okay, I guess this is from the South. You don't hear that much up north, fixing.
Not right now at all. It would to schedule something for like next week, 2 weeks out, something like that.
Okay.
All right. So
yeah, that's fine.
You figure do the same time next week, the 28th?
No, we have an inspection that day, and then the 29th I have a ultrasound training seminar to go to.
I gotcha. So you figuring that?
The third week.
Okay, that's
not next, but like maybe the second or third week from today.
Okay, so you figure I could push it to, let's see, would July 5th work? We have July 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yes, 5th. The 5th is fine.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to put you through. I know you're in Eastern Standard Time there.
Okay, so I like that, he made it feel easier for her. I would like to see a date and time offered. Hey, I have the 5th or 6th at 10 a.m. And just make it as easy as possible. Because at this time, you can lose appointments because if you say, hey, what works best for you? Who's now doing the work? You as the caller or the prospect? The prospect has to do work. Let me get my schedule. Oh, I got to open this up. You know what? How about you just send me an email? That's what it can turn to. If you create that friction, it can lead to a lower result than you're looking for. Now, fortunately, Chris is doing a good job. But if I'd offer a suggestion to make it even more seamless and oil that up a little bit more, that's all I would say. But it sounds like
and your first name was Lindsay, last name.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure to get your email pasted here so you know. All right. So I have you down 10 o'clock on the 5th. Is that okay?
Already established
yes, sir,
Eastern time.
Okay, and I just sent it to you. I just want to make sure that you actually get it. So if you could just give me a second, check your email there for me. And do you have just a couple of questions here? Just really.
So he did say that. Let's see if he goes back to that. But he did say, "Hey, please check your email." But usually I like to wait to see if they actually got it. But looks like he's going into some qualifying questions here. So let's see what happens.
Really quickly, do you guys have free up funds to invest in other departments coming up in 2023?
I believe so.
Okay, gotcha. And what are your, this is just off the top of your head in regard to, what are your current imaging volumes, and is there any backlog from last year?
There's a backlog for mammo.
Backlog for what was it?
Mammography.
Okay.
But no other backlog.
Great.
And we
Good
usually
info.
see, as a total, probably 20,000 a month.
Oh wow. Okay, gotcha.
Not a month, a year. Sorry, I just lied to you.
No worries. All right, so I got that everything there. Lindsay, you're the director of radiology.
The manager.
Radiology manager. I gotcha. All right. So I sent you over the appointment. Let me know when you get it through your email, please.
It came through.
All right, awesome. And
Nice.
just accept it as your leisure. This way it comes over on Brandon. It's going to be through MS Teams. But we are all set. We look forward to speaking with you.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good
a
day.
Wonderful day. You too.
Chris, welcome to the squad, my man. That was good. Great job. Great job. Hit all the marks for the most part. I would give this a solid 7.8 out of 10. And here's my thoughts. First of all, very confident delivery throughout. Delivered the value very well, opened up with the honing question, delivered the value prop, segued into the next steps, and asked the qualifying questions, and even got the person to see if they got the email on the other side through Calendly or what have you through the scheduling link. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. My only concern is that if we do too much talking, and I know it's hard when you're in a cold call because you're directing and they're trying to figure out what this is, you're trying to give them context, to get them talking a little bit more. Draw out a little bit of the pain by making them speak it so they can hear you and they can say it and feel it a little bit more to give them that extra push to show up and actually do something about this. So when they say, yes, we already do that, okay, maybe give a little bit more pause, or, hey, can you explain further? What do you do, in this area? And, when we get to the discovery questions, we get past the calling prop, ask them a discovery question to re-engage. Maybe it's something like, what solutions have you come up with in the past? It's okay once you get past the hone-in phase and past the calling prop to ask a little bit more open-ended questions, because now you've had a little bit more time to build rapport, trust, and topic, a little bit more topical about what this product or service is. So opening that back up, and if you can't answer it, the next step anyway is to ask for that appointment. So, that's the whole reason I'm calling is to get you that answer and creating a little bit of curiosity and a reason to come to the next meeting. But overall, really great delivery. You could tell she was excited, or at least open, and they have some backlogs, which is clearly a pain point. So well done, Chris. Keep it up. I hope we get to hear more of yours soon.